to talk about Citrina's buff frames. To get into the options, you type SBF for Citrina's buff frames, make a space and type options. Here we have the options menu, and up here I have all my buffs, and up here I have my debuffs. I have chosen to show about 20 buffs and 10 debuffs. That should usually be enough. So, to configure, go to layout. Here you can choose the number of buffs to be shown. We can set it to 40 and apply, and you see a lot more buffs shows up, but I want it at 20. That's 10 per row, and I have set it to show 2 columns, or rather 2 buffs per column. One column is vertically up to down, and to get it stacking like this, choose 2, or you can choose, yeah, you see how it stacks here. There. Since I have it on left, I have chosen the left anchor point. Otherwise it would look like this, and that's not very meaningful at all. So, hence left, yeah, then choose left anchor point. And then we can choose the debuff, and it's basically the same here, but I have a less number of buffs, and I have set the anchor point to the right instead. You can also fiddle a bit with certain icons, timers, bars. You can do like this, and you get bars and debuffs. I don't want that, so I don't use it, but you can try it if you like. And you can also show buff names here and stuff like that. But you have to fiddle a bit, because they will just stack upon each other in my way of in my layout. So, and that's basically it for Citrina's buff frames. Fiddle around a bit, see what you like. Of course, I have recount tab here, down here, to keep track of my DPSers and see how they're doing, and be able to yell on someone doing not good enough. I also have Omen, of course, which I have down here. Omen tracks aggro. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Omen, and it's a must really. If you're going to raid whatever class you are, go get yourself Omen. Most raid groups won't even touch you if you don't have it, because you will need to be able to help the tanks, keep track of your own aggro. Don't over aggro on the tanks, because they will be pissed, the raid will wipe, and you will all die, and it costs a lot of gold. Don't do it. I also have Pratt, which is a kind of funny name if you're English, not as funny if you're as me Swedish, and it actually means speak, which is a good word for it actually. So it modifies your chat frames, and it's a really good one. You can change fonts, sizes, everything, make it do a whole lot. You just type /Pratt and you get into the configuration panel, and from here you can do most anything. As example, you can put the input box, the edit box on top, or whatever you like. You can make it free floating, loads of stuff. Fiddle around a bit with this, it actually helps, and things get a bit more clear to you when you're around and fiddle with it yourself. Take a look at it, it's really good. Of course I use deadly boss mods. I have it down here, but you can also type DBM, deadly boss mods, and you will get into the configuration panel. Here you have certain raids, and from here you can configure certain bosses and raid warnings and stuff like that. If you're going to raid, or if you're thinking of doing dungeons, get yourself deadly boss mods. It tells you when to get out of shit, when to do certain thing, when to cast and interrupt, all those things you need to know. It shows in a very visible way, and you need it. So that's that about Deadly Boss Mods. Just get it. Other than that, I don't use that many add-ons. I use Gatherer, which is very helpful for gathering. It marks your nodes where you have found herbs and yeah, veins and stuff in the world. I would recommend you to get that, or Gathermate, which is also good. I can also show you here when we have a guy here. Can inspect him, and you see that inspect equip works not only on yourself but also on others. So we see here he have a couple of gloves. He has forgotten to enchant bad on him, but he has reforged them, which is good, I guess. There. I will come back to you directly when I'm at the auction house. So here we are at the auction house. I'm going to show you the add-on called Auctionator. Skinner works even on this, so it shows up a bit different than what you might be used to, but you have a few new tabs down here, especially the buy and sell tab, which are very, very good. On the sell tab you can just drag a thing in there. I took an Amani hex stick, and the add-on will automatically search the auction house and tell you what prices they are going for and undercut the lowest price at the moment. You can here set the duration, and of course you can go into options and set it so it always sets itself to 48 hours if that's what you like, and you can sort stacks and stuff like that. The buy button, you can here you search if you need to buy something. Let's search for Black and Dragon scale, which you use to make Lego armor pieces. And here the add-on searches, and let's see what it finds here. So here's different. It has found 30 stacks of one Black and Dragon scale that goes for 24 gold, 49 silver each. And if I need to buy them, I just click buy, and I can buy one at a time and be done with it. It's very good. The normal interface is still here, so you can track your auctions, bids, and browse as you normally do as well. So it doesn't really change anything of that. But what you might want to do is you can do a full scan from the sell tab. You can do a full scan of the auction house, and it will gather all the prices and the current going rates for items and materials and stuff. Very good. Get this one. It will help you earn a lot more gold. As you can see, I have a one screen bag instead of several smaller ones. The add-on I'm using is called Bagnon. That's B-A-G-N-O-N. It's really good and it's configurable. So yeah, if you like to have one bag, I can really recommend this add-on. You can go into it from the interface panel and just take a look at settings. There. And that will be all for today. Good luck with your new user interface, and see you around.